Fully deserved to win the game, says Mikel Arteta. You think they're going to go on and win the title?
Yes, most definitely. I love that back line. And you know what? Today, I was so excited to see that starting lineup. That starting lineup is the kind of lineup I need to see every single week, where you had Declan Rice, you had Odegaard, you had Eze in midfield, then you had Trossard, Gyökeres and then Saka.
Very attacking,
That will scare the life out of anyone. And that's what I want to see more of, attacking team selection. Go out there and actually win games. Don't go out there and be defensive and, you know, think about, oh, well, if we concede here and there. No. Arsenal need to go and do exactly the same, even against the biggest teams. Maybe not Liverpool, Manchester City, but, you know, against the other teams. Go out there and play. Go out there and win the games. Go out there and win the league.
Do you think the fact that Arsenal are doing so, I say you because everyone knows you're an Arsenal fan, but do you feel that that's putting a little bit of fear into Liverpool potentially at the moment because they're having a little bit of a blip?
To be perfectly honest, I'll be objective and I'll say that I think the reason why Liverpool has started poorly. I say poorly because, I mean, they're still, until now, they were top of the league. So, you know, you can't, it's not too poor because they're getting results and not being...
They're just having a blip.
Yeah, not in top gear. So that, you know, you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. But ultimately, they've signed a lot more players than Arsenal. And those players that Liverpool have signed go straight into their starting 11. And I feel like at the moment, they're just trying to see what is going to be their best team, what is going to be the best personnel. But then you look at Arsenal, realistically, the back line is pretty much what it was. You know, you've added like Zubimendi, obviously Gyökeres has stepped in there, but it's pretty much the same. And I feel like that's why
it's more settled.
Arsenal, it's more settled. That's why Arsenal have adjusted quicker than Liverpool.
All right, well, let's get the thoughts of Jamie Kent, an Arsenal fan, joins us now. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, Jamie. Look, you did line up a little bit different today. As Jay was saying, it's far more attacking. Is this showing that Arteta's done that, taken the handbrake off?
Exactly that. He got criticised a few weeks ago about doing it and playing defensively.
Yeah.
But when you got a team like that, like Jay said, that's attacking. That's a team that expects to score goals. And it was such a shame to see Odegaard go off injured, because that would have been brilliant to see for at least an hour of the game. But if he's not injured for a long time, let's see it again at Fulham.
I have to be honest with you, Jamie. I want to see Nwaneri playing there. I want to see him in that position as well. Go out there and play, run at people, scare the life out of people, get shots off, get goals. By the way, is that a Aubameyang shirt in the back there? Why is that not on
Don't
Reece?
talk about it, mate. Don't. Everyone said that as well. What's wrong with that? I know.
Come on, you're better than that.
It's a signed shirt. I need to get it replaced, but I'll get it done eventually.
Oh, I love it. Look, you mentioned Odegaard. You know, that's not going to be good news, is it, if he is injured for you? I mean, he is your captain, and he does...
Well, Declan Rice is our captain.
Well...
Odegaard just wears the armband, in my opinion. I think Declan Rice is our captain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've got a few
leads by example. Listen, Odegaard, there's no doubt about it. He's a top player. But leadership, Declan Rice is just that guy for me.
But he's not your captain. You can't say that. Martin Odegaard is your captain. And Mikel Arteta talks about his leadership all the time.
No, he just wears an armband. He wears an armband. What do you think, Jay? Honestly, what do you think?
Odegaard was voted by Arsenal players as
Thank
captain.
You very much.
I understand what you mean in regards to leadership.
Do you really think that Arteta's going to come out and say that?
Let him speak. Sorry, Jamie. Jamie's being rude.
We've got leadership groups across the entire team. Gabriel, Saliba, even Ben White behind the scenes is one of them. Saka as well. Odegaard, Rice is included in it. So it's a squad full of those sort of big leaders, which is good. Without those, you don't win the league.
That's true. That's very true.
Look, you became the bookmakers' favourite to win the title this season, and obviously Jay thinks you're going to do it. So, do you believe?
Always have, even after the tough start. Yeah, 100%. We've got a squad now. We've got a squad now where if you're not going to do it, when are you going to do it? We've got these players now who are so good, approaching their prime. Saliba signed new contracts, Saka's in talks, Timber's in talks. It's getting to the point now, if you're not going to do it now, when on earth are you going to do it? These sort of players, they're that good now.
Exactly, and I completely agree. So what's your views on if Arsenal don't do it? What happens then? Because, you know, you've got the squad, you've got the players, you've got the depth. What happens then? Because I think for me personally, I just want to see a Premier League or a Champions League. I do not care about any other trophy, a domestic community shield like Arteta likes to talk about. None of that. I just need to see a major with this squad because this squad is capable. It's one of the best backlines in the world. Probably best partnership in centre-back in the world. You've got some of the best players out there. You've got attacking players. You've got your number 9 now. It's all there to go and win. I just feel like there can be no more excuses now. Thierry Henry said it himself. There can be no more excuses. You've got everything you've wanted, Mikel Arteta. Now you have to go and show this team the gold.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's getting to that time now where, like I said, that squad is where it is. The only thing I can kind of say is if we get to May and we lose by goal difference, you go, hands up, that's really unlucky. Champions League, get the final, lose by goal.
No, Jamie.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
there's no excuses.
If we don't even get to those points, then it's null and void. We can't get to February, March time goal difference, then be out of everything.
You've lost points. You've got to win them games. You've got to make it clear. Go and win them games.
Let's be honest. Let's win it by April and go in Champions League come May as well and have a big fight in London.
I like that. That's what I like. So that's the positivity I need to be hearing tonight.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks for joining us.
Jamie.
Cheers, guys.
Caraman List joins us now. Lovely to hear from Bukayo Saka there, Nick. I mean, he absolutely idolises Thierry Henry and he rubbed shoulders with him today as well.
Yeah, I love to hear that. I love to hear that from our former players, especially he's such a big, iconic player. And for him to be helping our young players now, it's a dream come true, really.
I'll do some help as well.
Sorry? You did some... Be quiet, Jay, be quiet. How special is somebody like Bukayo Saka? Because, I mean, we can't help but love him. As soon as you hear him speak, he's just everything to the game, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's our star boy. I mean, even if he's a bit quiet on the day, once he gets the ball, he's the only one player on the pitch that you get excited. You know that something's going to happen, something's going to come from it. And that happened today. In fact, he started a little bit slow. And yet, for the first 20 minutes, you didn't receive too much of him. And then he put the ball in the back of the net. Right, it was offside. But he's always involved in the goals. So he's a massive, massive player for us. And again, how young is he? And 200 games and 100 goal involvements is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, Saka's obviously unbelievable. To be honest, I don't think he gets enough credit that he deserves. When people ask the question, is Saka world class? And you hear a lot of people say, I'm
really?
not sure. Yeah, I hear it quite a bit. But I mean, the overall performance I thought was fantastic, and the thing that I was really happy about, and I was saying to Vicky off air, is that team selection is what I need to see every week. I don't want to see three defensive-minded midfielders in that team. I don't care who we play against. I need to see attacking players out there like Odegaard today, Eze in that three in midfield. I like that as well, by the way, because he could come and get the ball deep and start driving and penetrating at the midfield. And then the three up front, which was, Trossard's been playing well as well. My only worry is that even in a dominating performance today, Gyökeres is pretty anonymous. And I feel like in order to get... Again, I still think we'll be very close to win the league. I believe we will win the league, but in order for Arsenal to really solidify that top place, Gyökeres needs to score like 20 Premier League goals. And as he's not on penalties right now, I don't know how it's going to happen, because his movement today, he wasn't a danger to the defence. And I feel like, yes, you want to help him score goals, but it's not all about him in Arsenal. At Sporting, it was all about him. He was a talisman. But at Arsenal, there's better players than him, but he has to chip in with his goals.
Yeah, I think out of all the players today, I was most disappointed in Gyökeres. I think when Odegaard was on the pitch, what I've noticed today was he was really looking out for him a lot more. Yeah. Usually it's Odegaard and Saka, but today he put a few through balls around the back. For someone who's so strong, he's big, and he's meant to be quite quick, he doesn't win his battles as much. He does win the odd foul, but he's not holding the ball up like we used to have, like a Giroud, or even Havertz holds the ball up really well. Yeah. And then when you do play him behind, he seems to get beaten for pace by the defenders, or at least if he's not beaten, he's not pulling away from them. And that's a little bit of a worry for me. I've heard him being called a flat track bully, and I don't mind if he is a flat track bully. If he's scoring against only your West Hams, your Palaces, and teams like that, that's great for us. But the way he played today, I'm not even sure he's going to do that.
That's not great if he's just scoring against those teams. He needs to be scoring against the Liverpools, the Man Cities, the Chelseas. He needs to score in those games. That's why he was bought. Yes, he wasn't bought to score against those teams, because Arsenal will probably beat them teams anyway. He was bought to get Arsenal over at their edge against the biggest clubs.
No, the thing is, though, last season and the season before, our record against the top 6 is impeccable. It was those teams that we struggled against. It was the West Hams, it was the Palaces, it was the Bournemouths. So if we can just get over the line with those, we can handle the big teams. Look, the fact is, at the moment, he doesn't look up to the pace. And I know he didn't have a great pre-season, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now. But at least if you're not scoring, at least hold the ball up and bring other players into play. And today he did neither.
Nick, I just want to get your thoughts on Martin Odegaard, because we're just hearing from Mikel Arteta in his press conference. He said that he actually had his knee in a brace. This could look a little bit more severe than perhaps we first thought. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I feel sorry for him because he didn't have a great season last season, especially towards the end. But this season, when he has played, I mean, he keeps coming off injured for one reason or the other. It's his shoulder, now it's his knee. And he's had problems with his ankle as well. But this season, in the last 2 games especially, he's looked up for it. He's run the show. He's been pulling the strings. Even today, before he came off, he was pulling the strings. So for me, well, no, he look, he didn't play for long, but he did look like he was up for it. And against Olympiacos, he was the best player on the pitch, right? So I think he's one of those players when he does play well, it's a massive help for us. I know we were talking about the captaincy earlier, and I do agree. I think Declan Rice is probably
don't get Jay started.
No, it's just facts. It's just facts, man. I love
They
Declan.
picked him.
No,
The team
I know.
picked him, so
I
agree.
Declan, I actually agree with that.
No,
don't agree with
that's
Jay.
not what happens, man. You think Arteta's going to come out and say, the players, didn't want Odegaard to be captain?
Are you telling us that?
No, I'm just saying. Do you think he's going to say that?
What have I started?
Yeah, you have started something that you really shouldn't have. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Thanks,
Enjoy your
Nick.
evening. You're top for now.
Thank you.